Hello everyone, this is Sham and this is part 21 of the Let's Play. We are still in the Western Plaguelands and we are doing some quests for the Forsaken. For the most of this video, we're going to be doing quests for the Argent Crusade, or Argent Dawn. I think they're the Argent Dawn now and not the Argent Crusade anymore. But yeah, they're the Argent Dawn. Argent Crusade was just for the Raft Leeching expansion. Now we've reverted back to the Argent Dawn. At least I still think so. It would be kind of silly to have a crusade when there's nothing really to crusade against. In fact, I don't see the reason for the Argent Dawn anymore. Like, the undead are almost gone. The Scourge are almost completely and utterly wiped out. Like, the Andoral Prize is probably one of the last vestiges of the Scourge, besides the Eastern Plaguelands, but they have quite a substantial strong stranglehold in Eastern Plaguelands as well, and that's kind of like falling. So yeah, the Argent Crusade are on its last legs. It's really, really sad. They're going to need all new jobs soon. Yes, unless they decide to just go on a rampage against Forsaken, but then they just become another like Scarlet Crusade sort of faction. To be honest, I'm kind of surprised the Scarlet Crusade are still around. Like, they're heavily defeated now because they have been terrible. Like, what was the point of them actually appearing in Raft Leeching? Like, they didn't do anything. They were like there for a few quests in Ice Crown, there for a few quests in Dragonblight, didn't do anything. Turned out they were under the control of a demon. For that was already found before in Stratform anyway. But yeah, there was no real point of them actually existing because they didn't add anything to the plot. And yeah, but my entire problem with Raft Leeching was it didn't really treat its factions very well. Like, they added the Kaluak and they didn't really do anything with them. I've already said this before in one of my other videos, but yeah, Raft Leeching failed in regards to its factions. Like, they didn't really make them out to be anything whatsoever, like as anything relevant whatsoever. Unlike in Cataclysm, where they made the Earthen Ring into an incredibly relevant faction, but there's almost everything. But yes, in fact, the Cataclysm made the Earthen Ring so relevant that they made everything else irrelevant. Like the Cenarian Circle, we want to help Azeroth and rebuild Azeroth. Yeah, we don't care about you. We care about Elementals. Elementals are freaking cool. You're not cool. Shut up, Cenarian Circle, hippie. But yeah, that was the basic idea. Yeah, in Raft Leeching, they treated the Cenarian Circle horribly. They turned them into freaking hippies. But yeah, I did talk over the quest there. I think it was I hope it was self-evident what I was doing in the questing there. I was just killing labourers and throwing plague bombs into random places. Yeah, I was horribly plaguing the place because the undead hated the humans in the area, and they were being horrible. And the undead are just being horrible to the humans because they have the audacity to build crops. How dare they? Yeah, that's what the actual quest giver says. It's not just that they're appearing not just that they're in Western Plaguelands, they're growing crops. How dare they? And once you actually go back to the Scarlet Crusade camp, you get another quest where death is not enough. We're gonna take some of these Alliance labourers that are clearly been already plagued or poisoned, and we're gonna be using this Valkyr now to turn them into Forsaken troops. Sorry, I had to sneeze, and I couldn't really stop myself, and now my mouth is hurting because I decided to try to block the sneeze rather than actually sneeze. Oh my god, that actually hurts. Okay. After you complete that quest, you get another quest called Combat Training. You then have to take the Forsaken that you've turned into and then mobilize them for combat. You're taking all these Forsaken and taking them into this place where there is a massively elite open gut behemoth. Be sure to actually only attack this thing when the Valkyr is actually in the room, because if you attack when the Valkyr is not in the room, what happens is the Valkyr will actually get stuck in the wall and then everything will aggro. In my opinion, if a range cast pull the open gut behemoth out of the barn, you won't actually get any resets or anything. I just don't think so. I'm pulling him quite far away and he isn't resetting. But I was being quite terrible in the actual combat aspect there. Yeah, because somehow the Valkyr replaced my pet, and I don't really notice the fact that, like, my Valkyr replaced my pet. Though I probably could have changed or made my pet turn. I'm not sure. Maybe in this quest it actually replaces your pet, having a Valkyr. Though I'm not completely and utterly sure about that fact yet. After you've done that quest, was the end of the current undead quest chain in the Western Plaguelands. And then you get started with the Argent Dawn / Cenarian Circle. Like, they've got like a coalition got going on here. You also have to help a druid, which has some comic relief because this druid is terrible at being a druid. I understand that the trolls are just starting just to learn about how they actually use their druidic talents, but the ineptitude of this guy is quite amazing. Like, it's incredible how terrible he is at actually being a druid. The quest we got here is a new era for the Plaguelands. We need to kill 4 plague lurkers, 4 venom mist lurkers, 4 hulking plague bears, and 4 diseased wolf samples. The diseased wolves and the plague bears are found north of the camp, and the spiders are all found south of the camp, over the road. The other quest is Zenkiki the Druid. We need to help Zenkiki kill the 20 plagued or horrible infected wildlife. As you just saw there, Zenkiki just decided to turn into a swimming form while on land. Yes, that is the ineptitude. Something that is actually technically impossible in the game mechanics was somehow managed to be done by Zenkiki. And now I realised, like, the NPCs aren't working in the same rules of us, but it still is kind of ridiculous. Like he turns into a moonkin and managed to moonify himself. That is just how terrible he is. But yeah, even if he could manage to control his abilities, he'd be an incredibly powerful druid, because he seems to be a balanced druid, but yet has some of the talents of feral druids, which is an incredibly useful combo. And I hope we'll see him again. Actually, I think he is seen again, isn't he? Isn't this Zenkiki seen again in some of the questing in Hyjal? I'm not quite sure. Maybe. I'm not really sure. For some reason in my mind, I'm thinking of a troll druid from in Hyjal questing. Or in not just Hyjal questing. What was the other questing? No, it was Hyjal questing. But I'm not quite sure. Well, the Cenarian Circle even. Well, the Cenarian Circle must have been involved in Hyjal questing because they were. Because it's more of a Cenarian Circle type area. But I'm not sure if Zenkiki was there. I have an idea, but I'm not going to go on about it anymore. The other quest is I ain't saying you were gourdig. Oh, come on, Blizzard. That's a horrible joke. Okay. We need to collect 4 rotten apples. You just click on them and you have to kill the undead that was somehow underneath it. I don't know. Inside it? Trapped inside the... What the hell? I understand, like, the pumpkins. The pumpkins make sense because the pumpkins could just, like, sprout out of the ground. But how was that, like, massive undead summoner stuck in an apple? Or underneath an apple? What was going on there? I don't understand. The other quest is the corn. We need to collect 6 of the bad corn. And apparently there are zombies under the corn. I have a feeling this entire quest is a reference to something, but I have no idea what the reference is, so all of this quest is just being lost on me. Like as you just saw, there's Zenkiki turned into a feral druid and was completely awful, jumping around the place. Leap, 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 leap. I can't control it. Yes. After you complete this quest, you just hand them in back at Mender's stead. And then you get some new quests regarding the Argent Dawn, I think. No, there's some quests left for the Cenarian Circle here, and I think these are the last quests for the Cenarian Circle for the time being. There we go. I think we just got an upgrade to our cloak. Yes, we have to go to the Northridge Lumber Mill, but before we do that, there's a quest called A Different Approach. We have to go up this hill here, and then we need to pull diseased hawks from the sky. And if you're not a range class, by the way, Zenkiki will you can just talk to Zenkiki and he will pull a mob for you. Apparently you can actually do this hunter without having Zenkiki, though I didn't realise this and was actually asking Zenkiki to pull him down, which didn't leave me of the chance to nuke them before they ever got to me. You just have to kill 7 of them. They're very, very easy. They just fly around the area. But if they're diseased, I don't understand how they can fly for so long. It's kind of a weird idea, because I thought if they were diseased, they would be more likely to fall from the sky, like horribly flying down. They would like fall from the sky like raining, like rains of diseased hawks. They're quite big for being hawks. I'm not even sure if they were hawks, but the quest we got here is Northridge Lumber Mill. You have to go north of Menderstead, and you'll be doing quite a lot of well, they're not particularly fun, but some of them are quite interesting. You get a quest you get quite a lot of quests here, but there's no real point really talking about them because it's like 20 seconds of the video left. So I'm going to say thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video episode of the Let's Play. If you want to see my next Let's Play, please subscribe. If you want to like, please like. If you want to comment, please comment. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, there's a link in the description below. Thank you for watching. Peace out.